Hi, I'm Kelsey Brennan-Wessels, and we join you once again from the Paris Air and Space Show. And I'm joined today by Magali Vassiere, who is the Director of Telecommunications and Integrated Applications at ESA. Now, today she signed a joint statement with 16 industry leaders for satellites for 5G. Now, what are we talking about with 5G? I have 3G on my phone. I know some people who have 4G. What's 5G?
5G is the next generation of mobile communication networks. But it's not only that for the satellite community, because we see that as a huge opportunity offering new possibilities for new usage of satellite technology.
So for the people who don't understand the technology behind their cell phones, are satellites involved in cell phone data usage today?
They are, but for a modest part. And we believe that if we, as the satellite community, take part of the early definition of what could be these 5G networks, then we will make sure that the satellite role is bigger. So we see a lot of opportunities to use a satellite that maybe the terrestrial people don't think of. And we want to demonstrate what we can bring to them.
Okay, so what was laid out in the agreement today?
So the agreement is an agreement between 16 signatories, including ESA, with the other 15 are industrialists, operators or manufacturers. We have decided to join forces to primarily demonstrate the capability of satellite in some use cases, so in some pilot cases, but that would be representative enough of operational, if you like, services in the future. And based on the result of these trials, we believe that many telecom operators will be convinced that satellite should be part of their solution. Networks will be, in the future, more complex than in the past. They will probably be based on a mixture of technologies, including satellite.
Can you give me an example of one of these trials?
Emergency cases, for instance, what you want to do is to communicate with special vehicles, and you have to make sure that communications will always be available. And when all the terrestrial means cannot operate anymore for any kind of reason, providing access, communication services to people who are located in, let's say, very isolated areas, like in mountains or in islands, or where it would be much too expensive to deploy terrestrial solutions. So there, again, I mean, you will see that we can demonstrate that the satellite will be eventually the most cost-efficient solution.
Now, looking ahead to the next months, what is your role? What is your job now?
Our job is really to federate, if you like, the energies of all these industrialists together with us to define the most representative trials and at the same time cooperate with the terrestrial world, if I can call them like this, coordinate our efforts with the European Commission, which is extremely active in organizing, if you like, the terrestrial players for the 5G, because it's also a very important business perspective for all of us. So our job will be really a job of facilitator, making sure that we coordinate effort as much as we can, as much as relevant as it is, and make sure that the role of satellite will be the biggest possible for the future.
Well, Magali, thank you so much for speaking with us today.
Thank you.
And to our viewers, remember to learn more about satellites and 5G, visit our website, www.esa.int.